Scariest things is to know that you are in danger but have no way to escape. Anyone who has lived through an earthquake can attest to this fact. The whole earth shakes, and no matter where you run, the ground will shake beneath you. As we discussed in the tsunami entry, earthquakes are caused when two of the Earth's tectonic plates scrape against each other, causing tremors along the surface. Now, this may not seem like much, but it is a massive amount when you consider the scale on which this happens. The Earth's tectonic plates shift about 4 inches per year, but because the plates are constantly scraping against each other, the edges don't always move. A Cat 5. These hurricanes have sustained winds of at least 157 miles per hour, with gusts that can reach up to 190. Another deadly feature of these storms is the sheer size of them. Typically, hurricanes measure around 300 miles across. However, the sizes do vary a bit. Some of them can grow to be even larger. Take, for example, Hurricane Irma, the monster that tore through southern Florida in 2017. This storm was about 425 miles across. To put it in perspective, the distance between Jacksonville, Florida to Miami, Florida is 345.5 miles. So Irma was large enough to fit the entire state of Florida inside of it, for more deaths in the last 16 years than nearly every other type of natural disaster in the same time frame combined. When an earthquake or large volcanic eruption happens under the ocean floor, large amounts of water is displaced at once. This displacement creates enormous ripples that spread far from the epicenter until it reaches land. Unlike the popularized idea of large breaking waves that strike a coastline, tsunamis are actually a sudden increase in water level, much like a sudden high tide. This is why they are sometimes called tidal waves. These increases in water level can reach heights of up to 100 feet high. In 2004, a magnitude 9.1 earthquake happened off the coast of northern Sumatra in the Indian Ocean. This created a tidal wave that, upon reaching land, grew in height to nearly 100 feet. High on the Earth's crust, there is a molten storm brewing deep beneath us. Oceans of magma, thousands of miles thick, stir under our feet. Luckily, for the most part, we are separated by the crust, which has an average thickness of 18 miles. But what would happen if there were a hole leading from the crust to the mantle? Well, those exist, and they're called volcanoes. A volcano is a rupture in the crust of the Earth that allows hot lava, volcanic ash, and gases to escape from a magma chamber. The Earth's crust is broken up into 17 tectonic plates that float on the molten mantle.